Welcome back to another episode of Monday to Tsene with Pretoria Psychologists. My name is Naidoo, and today I'll be talking to you about the importance of mentorship when empowering women in this month of Women's Month. Let's start at the beginning. What is mentorship? Mentorship is a mutually beneficial professional relationship that exists between somebody who is more experienced, the mentor. The mentor imparts information, knowledge and wisdom to the less experienced individual, the mentee. This is extremely important and helps us define who we are as up-and-coming talent, either in industries or new career paths. What is the purpose of mentorship? The purpose is to help the mentee excel in their career path, in their career identity. It is also important that we develop the mentee personally. Why is this important? It's important to ensure holistic development of the mentee. It is important to ensure that they are the best version of themselves. In terms of self-actualization, it means that the mentee is able to find their purpose and work to the best of their potential and ability. It also means that you can help, or the purpose then is that you can help a mentee set their goals in terms of their career path and opportunities. Now, when setting goals, it becomes important that the mentee sets the goals with the guidance of the mentor. This means that when the mentee sets the goals, we need to start looking at specific things. Things such as S, or the acronym SMART. S stands for specific. It needs to be a specific goal. It narrows how we plan to attain the goal. M stands for measurable. How do we know that we're attaining a goal? These are things we need to consider when setting goals. A, is it achievable and attainable? Is it something realistic, something that we can do, and how do we measure that? R stands for relevant. Is it specific to the industry within the career of the mentee? And T, time specific. What is the time that we are awarding for us to work on this goal, to achieve this goal, and therefore transcend the goal? Overall, mentorship is about giving the mentee the responsibility about their learning and developing opportunities for them. Now, with female mentors, I think it's really important to have female mentors. It's important because contextually, we understand what it feels like to be in a work culture, what it feels like to have barriers set in place, be it race or gender, and therefore role models are really important. Female mentors can serve as role models as well as mentors. Now, there are many benefits to mentorship, and I want to talk you through them. I'm only going to mention a few. Firstly, it's a structured process of career planning. It helps somebody develop within an industry or a career path, and also develops them personally. Second, it helps with visibility within your industry. It helps you in terms of communication style, networking, decision making, because we are learning life lessons and teachings from people who have been experienced within the industry. One of my personal favorite benefits of being a mentor or being in a mentorship is the emotional support that you can give to a mentee. At a time in South Africa when unemployment is rife, it is important that we start to nurture our talent. Our youth are finding it extremely difficult to penetrate the world of work. Unemployment is high, mental health is high. 1 in 6 South African youth suffer from anxiety, depression, or another mental health challenge. It therefore becomes important that mentorship is holistic in its approach, that we serve to ensure that there is emotional support for your mentees. I'd like to end today's discussion with my own reflection of my own process of mentorship. As it would have said in the little bubble that appears in the video, I'm an intern counseling psychologist. This means I'm in my 6th year of studying. I'm currently completing my internship and completing my master's dissertation. It is a time that is extremely trying, extremely practical, and requires a lot of guidance. I have a mentor who has really validated, challenged, and rewarded me in our process. She has helped me define who I am as a novel psychologist and becoming a psychologist. She has given me platforms. She has given me activities to reflect on. She has really thought to understand who I am authentically and how I do that in terms of my profession as a psychologist authentically. I found congruence in that. I'm integrated in terms of my identity. And I've really appreciated that. The best piece of advice she gave me was to think like a psychologist. And when I received the advice, I thought, that's normal. That's something common. I should be doing that already. And I wasn't. But right now I'm able to reflect and really start integrating with my clients, thinking about all of the 6 years that I studied and integrating that knowledge, helping analyze and effectively help people. Thinking like a psychologist has now become one of my superpowers, and I hope it continues to be a superpower. When I think back, once I'm a psychologist, when I think back, I would like to think that I would also serve in mentorship. Mentorship is extremely important. I would love to mentor the up-and-coming talent in our industry, help them create their career identities, and further look for opportunities to grow our industry as psychology. This is my message to you. I invite you to think about how you can empower women around you. As women, we are unique, we are diverse, we are culturally diverse, racially diverse. Our backgrounds and our stories have meaning. They relate to so many others who are coming up the same corporate ladders that we have. It is really important that we start to impart this knowledge and take our youth with us. Lastly, it's important to note that if you are really struggling in terms of subject choices, career assessments, we as psychologists are trained in those assessments. It is important that you consult with a psychologist to help you make those decisions. Mentorship can work in conjunction to that guidance you receive from a professional. It can guide you in terms of your career trajectory, your development, your leadership style, your corporate incorporation. But what's really important is that if you are struggling from an early age to identify your strengths, your weaknesses, make decisions around subject choices that open up the doors to a possibility of careers, that psychologists are here to help. We are trained in these assessments and we are more than willing to assist you when needed. If that is the case and this is where you find yourself, please don't hesitate to contact your nearest psychologist. Come to us at Pretoria Psychologists and we'll happily help you. Thank you.